We're here. Welcome to Last Week in Gaming. Thank you so much for being here tonight, for tuning in to our show tonight. Woo! We're week 2. We're here. Kyle, you got the teleprompter?
I got the teleprompter.
Okay.
We're good.
All right, let's run through our stories for the day. But first, yeah, we made it over the hump. Remember, guys, you're stuck with me. There's no getting out of this one. But boy, do we have a show for you tonight. Folks, I really hope you guys are looking forward to it, because I am. We're coming hot off our first show, which was such a blast of an experience. I had such an amazing time, and it was somewhat nerve-wracking. Yes, there were lots of emotions. It was an exciting time. So let's keep that going, shall we? Tonight, we have the wonderful Avali May, who will be joining us at the desk. Yeah, we'll have some new gameplay content of me and my playthrough of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That's right. I played it for the very first time last week and captured my reactions for you all to see. There's actually a really funny story surrounding that, which I will share with you when you watch it. On top of that, Kyle will be making his gameplay debut. Woo!
Yay.
With a new segment we're calling, get this, Kyle's Mediocre Plays of the Week. Yeah, so it's a pretty good title. I didn't come up with it, obviously. And what else is there going on? I didn't come up with it.
Yeah, you're like, if we don't call it that, I'm kicking you.
Oh, I totally did say that.
Yeah,
my memory's coming back. But yeah, we've got some news. Speaking of which, let's see what happened this week in gaming news with our main stories. Hopping right on in. It feels like we've been waiting half of my life for a new Half-Life game. But basically, out of nowhere, Valve has revealed Half-Life Alyx, a VR game launching in March. Hey, that's like only 4 freaking months away. Yeah. It's set between the first and second Half-Life games, and you don't have to be a genius like Gordon Freeman to realize you'll play as Alex Vance. Yeah, Alex Vance is coming back. Well, specifically, you'll be her hands, since this is a Steam VR game. That means it'll work with Valve, Index, Vive, Oculus, and Windows mixed reality headsets. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Is this an actual Half-Life game, or just some sort of VR experience? Well, IGN reports, my old business daddy, the Valve compares Half-Life Alyx's length to that of Half-Life 2, which clocks in at roughly 13 hours. So yeah, this seems like a full-fledged Half-Life game, which to me, a lover of both Valve and Half-Life franchise, has me both excited and disappointed at the same time. VR is generally pretty hit or miss with me, but I do love Alex Vance. So what are your thoughts? Are you a Half-Life fan? Are you excited for this game? We want to see your comments so we can feature them in our segment later in the show. It's called Questions from the Audience. I know, the title is terrible, so I'm open to your suggestions. No, seriously, let's get some suggestions in there for a better title. But like I said last episode, we're gonna get started on some news stories, but we want to see your comments. So let's see if there's anything. No, we're not there yet. I'm gonna keep an eye on what you guys say. Over 6 million people want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Or maybe some people just thought Wooloo was cute and are content with being mediocre, but caring trainers. Either way, Nintendo has officially announced Pokemon Sword and Shield have sold over 6 million copies already. Holy shit, talking mushrooms.
Ooh.
That's crazy. No, I didn't swear this time. In fact, 2 million of that total comes from the United States alone, making it the highest grossing launch for the Pokemon franchise ever. So I guess that boycott from people upset about pop-in graphics or the Pokedex or something didn't really work. I'll be honest, I didn't follow the uproar. People like to be mad on Twitter, and I don't have time for that. So leave a comment if you're mad about it in our chat instead. Cool. I'm checking the comments as we go along here. All right, the Game Awards. Moving on to our next story. Yes, the Game Awards they're happening. They haven't happened yet, but we did get a sense of the upcoming nominees, which are better than the effing Oscars. Yeah, I just said that. Unveiled this year's. We got this year's nominees earlier this week, and of course, we all want to argue about what will or who will win. Game of the Year. I guess what? Because it's a game. So here are the contenders. We've got Control, Death Stranding, yep, right there, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, The Outer Worlds, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now from this list, I gotta go with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash. Yeah, Sean Connery. Although if I could pick from a different list, and obviously not the one that they mentioned at the Game Awards, I would go with Jedi Fallen Order and or Luigi's Mansion 3 because, hello, those are amazing titles that deserve a little recognition. Maybe I should start my own award show and call it the Naomis. Yeah? Guys dig it? Show your support in chat. Let's see it. You know you want it. I know you do. Anyway, with that said, I'd bet a roasted marshmallow that I'm not the only person surprised that the Outer Wilds missed out for Game of the Year. Seriously, that game seems like it'll be most impactful on the future in the industry than most of the other nominees. No disrespect, of course, intended, by the way. Oh, and as for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it apparently came out too late to be considered for Game of the Year, which is Bantha fodder. I know, especially since I'm really liking it so far. All it's missing is a Baby Yoda. Aww. Let's get Baby Yoda up on the screen. Yoda. He's so cute. Ooh. I love it.
He's so great.
It's just been every photo of that guy. I'm like, aww. All right, moving on. With Resident Evil 2 reaping in end of the year award nominations, Capcom is supposedly hoping to repeat that success with a remake of Resident Evil 3. Eurogamer says the game is in development, joining YouTuber Spawnwave in reporting the remake exists. That's not too surprising, like Mr. X busting down the studio doors to ruin the show. That would be surprising. But there is one detail that made me raise my eyebrow. The R3 remake will apparently release next year. Huh, alrighty then. I'm trying to read chat a little bit here. I need that Baby Yoda merch so bad. Oh, it's gonna happen. I mean, they would be crazy not to bank on that one. All right, why mess with a good thing? At least that seems to be Sony's thinking with the PlayStation 5 controller, if a recent Japanese patent discovery by Video Games Chronicle is accurate. The images here showcase that what closely resembles a DualShock 4, except for a few deets. For starters, the triggers are bigger, while the sticks might be a little smaller. Additionally, a USB port is added while the light bar is subtracted. Now keep in mind, a lot can change in a year. I mean, think back to PlayStation 3. I almost spilled over my water. When we thought there was going to be that boomerang controller with the system. Remember that? So we won't know for sure until next year, of course. But I bet this is pretty close to the real thing, if I had to guess for myself. All right, that's a lot of news for you guys. Now let's take a quick break because I don't want to keep bothering you guys with my beautiful face. Mama needs some water right now, and let's be honest, we need to fill some time, and this seems like a good idea. So let us know what you think. It's time for our new segment, Kyle's Mediocre Plays of the Week. Enjoy.
Woo! If you have explosives, now's the time. That was sick. Trying to
be right behind this guy.
Give me 1 sec, give me 1 sec to get out of the building.
I killed him. There's a Pathfinder. Oh. Whew.
Who else?
That's it. That's the whole squad. I'm gonna try flank. This might us.
Find that little rock still.
Dropped one.
I'm coming as fast as I can. Heal if you can. I'm coming to push.
Hey!
Let's do it. Let's do it. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Oh! That was sick.
They're looking for you. They're not worried. Okay, they're going for the revive. Dude, good job.
I'm the kill leader. Woo.
Hell yeah.
Saved you guys twice. Yeah.
I got one of them. Oh, there's his other 2 teammates came to help. Oh, there you go. You guys got this down. They're like trapped like rats. Yeah, trapped like rats.
Yep, here it is.
Oh, dude, wrecking him.
Got it.
Healing.
Got this guy.
Yeah, they're low in there. There's one left. He's pretty low. Yeah, dude, come on.
Right here.
What's going on?
I just shredded that Pathfinder. Hold up.
There's another one. Oh, they came in here. Just. You're okay. It's the Wraith. Behind.
Yeah, hold up. There's a.
Careful, Kyle.
Okay, I got one. Got one. Go, 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 go.
Any grenades I should throw down there? Yeah.
They're behind the counter. If I can get some...
My grenade got one. Good job, boys. Heal up in a hurry. Just be ready.
I hit her hard.
Push him.
Where's their teammates at?
Up on top.
With me, two of them.
Coming.
Oh, dude, I got him to 10 health. Oh, he healed.
Finished him?
Yeah, I got him.
I'll watch you. You choking him out? You sadistic motherfucker.
Nice.
Well, that was cool. That's the same team. Yeah. That's the last guy they have. What the dude?
It's good, right? Oh, get Mozambique.
That guy's one shot.
Hold up.
Also one shot.
Perfect.
Fucking go.
Oh, Kyle, always kicking names and taking butts.
Yeah.
I wrote that line. I'm super smart. All right. I always want to say that on stream. Okay, believe it or not, there's a lot more stuff that happened this week in the news, so let's get back to it. Starting with Shenmue 3. What the heck ever? Like, it's finally here. After almost 2 decades, Shenmue 3 is finally out. Like, it's a real game that you, yes, you, can buy and play right now. There really aren't many reviews out there, so it's difficult to gauge the game's reception at this point, but thankfully I have you lovely folks, so let me know how you're feeling about Shenmue 3. When I asked on my Instagram page what everyone is up to this weekend, a lot of you said you'd be playing the game, which seems like a good thing. You all have been patiently waiting, it seems, and now what a relief to finally be playing. But if you haven't played it, let me know what you think. Or rather, if you have played it, let me know what you think. Was it worth the wait? I really want to know in chat if you guys have ever chat. It looks like somebody never played it, and I never headed off this franchise. Well, interesting. The Ninja Sucks. Love your handle, by the way. I know you were back. You're back on our show this week. All right, speaking of launches, Google Stadia also made its way out into the world. Yes, you could say it was a difficult birth for the streaming service. For instance, the Washington Post's Gene Park showed on Twitter how laggy things can get in Destiny 2, even with a gigabit Ethernet connection. Ouch. And then, according to The Verge, there's the fact that some Founders Edition buyers didn't even get their codes to access Stadia until after launch day. That would infuriate me. Anyway, Stadia? I don't know. It's here, and with even more games available than previously thought. Yeah, they added more to their roster, so that's good. You see Google expanded Stadia's starting lineup at the last minute, coming in with 10 additional games like Final Fantasy 15, Rage 2, and Wolfenstein Youngblood.
And 4 more Tomb Raiders.
And 4 more Tomb Raiders. So with all that said, what I really want to know is how Stadia is working for you all out there. Did you guys even get the Founders Edition? Share your experiences in chat, how the streaming service is performing so far for y'alls out there in the universe, on the internets, perhaps even in a home, just on a couch. All right, on top of all that, Stadia will need to keep an eye on its rear view and side mirrors. PlayStation Now is already well established, though relegated to streaming on PC and PS4, while Microsoft's Project X Cloud continues to expand in a preview capacity with over 50 games up for testing. Plus, CNET reports Amazon will enter this streaming game as well, possibly even next year. Just think, Amazon could maybe tie this into a Prime subscription and undoubtedly will link it to Twitch too. So it makes sense. It's a beautiful thing. Meanwhile, Nintendo will probably just be like, here's Breath of the Wild 2 next year, and that's all I really care about. Well, that and Animal Crossing? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Nintendo. But I can't stop, won't stop with the streaming stuff. For example, The Verge reports Amy Hennig, most famously known for writing and directing the Uncharted series, has joined Skydance Media. To work on games for emerging streaming platforms. I have no idea if that means Stadia or HBO Max or what. And honestly, I'm curious about the types of games she'll be making, because she's great. Here's the official description for you guys. Designed to reach gamers and non-gamers alike on emerging streaming platforms, New story-focused experiences crafted as an interactive series will employ state-of-the-art computer graphics to provide the visual fidelity of television and film, but with an active, lean-in experience that puts the audience in the driver's seat. That immediately makes me think of The Walking Dead by Telltale, but will these games even use a traditional controller? Who knows? The future is now. Epic Games is holding back the storm from circling in on Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1 for a couple of extra months. Instead of ending next month, the current season will last through February. Between then, you sweaty soccer skins can look forward to a whole bunch of Christmas goodness. Let me take a sip of water. All right. Epic said this year we've got even more content for you to unwrap, including new game features. Sorry, something in my throat. Free rewards and a live experience that you won't want to miss. To prepare for all the new holiday-themed updates, we will be extending Chapter 2's first season into early February. That was the quote. Thank you so much, Shane.
More water will help.
Little cold water.
More
Warm water?
water.
More water. I'll keep reading in just a sec. Oh, thank you. No, I'm good. I'm good. Judging from last year, I'm guessing there will be a ton of snowfall on the map. This is, of course, still relating to the Fortnite story. And hey, maybe that will bring ice fishing. Who loves ice fishing?
Are you good?
Not me. All right, next story, guys. I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
I'm positive. I'm fine. Remember Agents of Mayhem? Yeah, I didn't think so. Although I did play that game. And that's why Volition is busy on the next Saints Row game. Turns out, yeah, they're making another Saints Row. And it will apparently get unveiled next year. Koch Media's CEO told GamesIndustry.biz that they'll talk about the game in 2020. Previously, we knew it was in development, but had no idea regarding a reveal timeframe. Now we can put on our guessing hats and ponder what exactly another Saints Row game will be like. The latest installment in the series, Gat Out of Hell, literally took place in Satan's abode. So anything is possible, even with the reboot. Methinks. All right, I think we're almost nearing the end here. Since we're on the topic of over-the-top action games, I figure you'll want to know that Borderlands 3 will welcome new story DLC next month. The add-ons, or the add-on, is called Moxie's Heist of the Handsome Jackpot, and will roll out December 19th, just in time for Christmas. This looter-shooter adventure will see us going to Handsome Jack's casino and play blackjack. Wait. Sorry, I mean to shoot bad guys and find some rad loot. But maybe we can play some games too. I'm unstoppable at roulette. All right, that's it. I predicted it. Woo, that's it for the news this week. Now we're going to take a break that features my playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order, my very first playthrough. It starts first with me trying to get in a game of Death Stranding, because that was my first attempt. And let me just say, yeah, there was an attempt. Take a look and stay tuned for our discussion portion and our guest Avalee May right after this. Stay tuned, guys.
Hey, Naomi in the studio. Thanks for letting me take over your show for a second. Welcome to this Let's Play. Let's check out Death Stranding. I've already played maybe an hour or two of this game, but the intros, man, lots of cutscenes. Here I am in the morning, about to go on some treks, doing things, having fun, drinking my tea. Good times. I am currently in this room. Sam is doing his thing. Monster Energy. Hashtag sponsored. Guess I need to drink some Monster Energy. Little ASMR action going on here. Woo! That's some tasty Monster Energy. At 10 in the morning. Let's try one more. One more drink. The slurping's so weird. Okay, Jedi Fallen Order, let's do this. I need to play this in like 20 minutes and then I headed off to Canada, so I don't have a lot of time. I want to play. Hop in the game. Will I have time to play just a little bit before my flight? We're gonna find out, because it's not looking promising right now. It's our first Let's Play for the show also, by the way. Shout out. I'm just excited to be playing this before my trip. So I'm gonna be missing out on all the fun.
Listen, I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It'll be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
looks like Archie from Riverdale.
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
Come on, Cal. Well, extra score? That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Get to work.
I love that droid.
This way.
I'm right behind you.
I love that you just hop right into the game. No need for tutorials. Yeah,
Sorry, Cal.
I didn't tell
Don't
you.
worry about it.
I don't know what I even said in that moment, but I'm guessing it was English.
Up here.
I don't know. It's early. It's too early for this. This is so cool.
Will you look at
I'm
that?
having way more fun playing this than Death
Separatist
Stranding.
ship.
Sorry, I should have started this. Should have trusted my gut
All right,
instinct.
let's go.
My force power. Right, kids? Where did I have to go? I didn't really listen to what he said. I'm just gonna follow the light.
Look out! Hands up!
Oh my god! Workers' comp. Ah, this is so fun!
Depart this barge immediately. You are not approved trash.
I'm trash. Just not approved trash.
I'm trash. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm still trash. Just not approved trash. What the heck? Oh, I guess I have to grab onto that. Okay, I'm gonna run and jump. Yeah! Oh, nice. I'm loving this already. Guess I have to. Oh yeah, we're doing some Uncharted wall climbing here. Or for other game players out there who don't know Uncharted. It's more like Lara Croft.
Good to see you.
It's like both, you know?
Don't get yourself killed.
That's the idea.
Try not to. This is very dangerous work. They better be paying me for this. Let's see, how much time do I got here? Got 10 minutes, guys.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Huh? She's like, I work here. Running and jumping! I almost missed that. This is exhilarating. Okay, I guess down. Oh! Let's edit that out, right? Right, Ems? Yeah. Yeah. It's Lara Croft coming in hot.
Cal, use the manual override lever below.
Got it. Your turn.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured.
Whoa, this job is dangerous.
Okay?
Still here.
How much do they pay me?
Give me a fright there, pal.
Yeah, no kidding.
Done.
Hang on. I got this. We're done. Get out up here. Who's that?
Danger continues. Oh, at least he's good at sliding. Has he got this? I think he's got this. Is this? Oh, okay. Wait. Wow.
Prof, you okay?
It's Prof.
Cal!
He's the professor.
Prof, just hang on.
See?
It's slipping!
No, don't let go.
Are you gonna make me cry?
Wait, hold on!
Are you gonna make me cry?
No!
Whoa, hold up. Can I
You
save
okay,
him?
bro?
I'm all right.
Did I save him?
Pinned down.
His destiny is revealing itself. That is so cool. Also scary.
You all right?
Yeah. Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
Wait, that was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please
No,
trust
but
me.
I've seen them. I've seen the stories. I've heard it. There's
Prof,
bounties out on people
I
like
know. I know.
you. Yeah, we're ready. We need to be careful. Yeah.
That was so good. That was just the first 15 minutes of this entire game. Wow. Wow.
Where are you going?
Is he dreaming? This feels like a dream sequence. Can't open it. Okay, totally a dream sequence. I get it. He's having one of those Jedi dreams.
Apprentice, Mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Train has stopped.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready.
I've definitely gone over 20 minutes at this point. But, I can't pull myself away yet. Think I can spare another 5 minutes? 10 more minutes. Okay, let's do it. 10 more minutes.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition. Turn yourself in, or everyone present shall face summary execution.
I think it's time someone came forward.
No, Prof. Don't you dare.
I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war.
Don't do what I think you're doing.
Refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
Prof.
We all know the truth.
Kyle's just standing in the background.
We're just
I can't see him.
to the Empire. We're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
No!
Damn it! I knew they were gonna do this!
Look at this. A lightsaber.
I knew it! I'm not okay, I'm not okay. I'm gonna fight, but I'm not okay. Prof is dead.
Jedi!
I mean, that was the only way. That's pretty cool. What the heck?
One way out.
He's got what I like to call balls. Whoa! Alright, alright. Send me more. Stormtroopers, let's go. Whoa. That's so cool.
Is he gonna kill us all?
Whoa, kicked him off. Definitely went over my extra 10 minutes. I feel like, no, we'll be fine.
We're here to help.
Who are you?
No time. Keep moving. We'll pick you up when we can.
Yeah, no time. It's not time to ask who she is. It's like, hey, we're dying here. Who are you? What's your name? How old are you? What's your social security number? Do you like Hot Pockets? I need to know this information before you save me from dying.
Oh, this can't be good.
Nope. Oh, no, not the sliding. Oh, man, is he lucky that the path is cleared so perfectly. Slide all the way down. Made it! Yes. I shouldn't have been drinking my coffee. Please save me, robot. Can't believe this is just in the first half hour of the game. So good. All right, guys. I think that's I have to wrap it up because I've got a flight to catch. Thank you for tuning in to this amazing Let's Play. I had so much fun playing this game. I'm kind of sad I have to say goodbye to it. I might just bring my console with me. Should I do it? I don't know. We'll find out on the stream if I end up keeping it with me on this trip. Thanks for tuning into my Jedi Fallen Order Let's Play. Back to the show, to Naomi in the studio.
Thanks, Naomi. All right. Yeah, that was really actually a lot of fun. What a quick 20. That was just the first 20 minutes of the game.
That game is so good. I am so hooked on that game.
So hooked on it. I mean, it gets you really, like, in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, immediately. I like how they do the tutorial of it. I think I mentioned this last stream, but they just throw you right into it.
Totally.
And just teach you the tools as it goes along.
But yeah, as I mentioned in the stream, in the little Let's Play there, that I did not bring my PlayStation 4. Well, not 5 yet. My PlayStation 4 with me because we ended up missing the flight.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed the flight.
So we had to take a red eye. That's a funny story. That's the funny story I want to tell you guys was that we did this Let's Play right before we should be leaving for our flight, and he gave me an extra 10 minutes. You were like, oh, maybe another 10 minutes. We'll be fine.
Not my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was 100% not your fault.
Not my fault.
But yeah, it's funny that we ended up missing the flight because of that, and didn't get to bring my PlayStation 4 in there, but I did not get to play beyond that point. But you did. You played a ton of it.
Oh yeah, I think I'm like 8 or 10 hours in right now, but I'm taking my time.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I just found something really cool that I don't want to say.
Most of you guys have played it, right? Let's see in chat if most people have played this game.
I don't know how we feel about spoilers, but I found...
Well, warning here.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it. Avali's got her ears
Avali's got her... She's like, no. I'm playing this game after this.
It's like not a massive spoiler, but it's really cool. Actually, you know who gave this to me? Mitch Dyer.
Mitch Dyer.
He tweeted it out. He said,
shout out to Mitch.
Anyone who's playing, make sure you go to Dathomir. And you'll find
something secret. I think he even tweeted about it. Is that why? Okay.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. He tweeted about it. Go to Dathomir, and you'll find the thing that I'm talking about.
And it is really cool, and you should all go do it.
It's very, very cool.
I love that. I love when games just have these cool little mysteries. And, I mean, they even do it in the Disney Star Wars experience.
Yeah.
Where there's like a secret way to get access.
We did that for my birthday.
We did. We got access to the secret room where they make you, it's like a whole Jedi experience where you make you choose your crystal, you make your lightsaber, and there's like Jedi actors there who really immerse you. It's so fun.
They pretend like it's a scrapyard. They're like, oh, it's a totally legit scrapyard. We make self-defense scrap.
We don't do anything else.
Nothing here. Nothing going on here.
But we make lightsabers.
Yeah, it was cool.
But no one knows that. Yeah, it was a really good experience. Now, Google Stadia is a thing. Yeah. No.
You did it for my birthday.
I did it for your birthday.
That was really good.
It's a lot of fun.
It was a good trip, yeah.
I still have mine. I went purple. No, you went purple.
I went purple.
I went green, I think.
Yes.
Didn't I go green?
Your lightsaber's green.
I went classic. Kept it classic.
Yeah, so now we're going on to the Google Stadia, right?
Yeah, so I did want to touch on that. Did you're the one who showed me this video.
I spotted this GIF. I don't know if it's on screen right now, but...
Holy cow.
It's totally...
The delay on that is insane.
I think I mentioned it last episode where I was like, I'm so skeptical about the Stadia because of just the general lack of infrastructure.
And the way they present, I mean, coming in last minute with all these games. Super last minute and seeming like, oh, we realized that so it didn't go well when the first lineup got announced.
Yeah.
Right? Most people were like, ooh, that's kind of lackluster. A lot of the games are Xbox Pass, like available on Xbox Pass? Xbox Pass? Am I missing the name of that? Game Pass. That's what I meant. Xbox Game Pass. And so they were like maybe scrambling. Like it felt like a last minute thing. Scrambling to get enough titles on there that justified the purchase. And yeah, so now it's officially out there. We haven't tried it ourselves, because to me it seems I would need an actual reason to really hop in, and I don't see the lineup is in there, and I also see something like this where he's hitting the space bar to jump and it's not really working.
It's just not. I'm so skeptical about it.
Yeah.
Man, it's the cynic in me.
Look at how many likes that got and retweets.
Oh yeah. The cynic in me is like, this just screams of an exec who's like, hey, we should get on the gaming thing.
Right.
Yeah, no, the kids will love it. We should put some games on there.
Yeah.
Like, it just, the way it's marketed, everything.
Yeah.
I guarantee, I know there's people within who are making it that are hardcore
super
gamers
passionate,
and love
actually from the industry.
But it just feels like there's some top-down decisions happening that are scary. I'm probably like, as I'm talking, any future job opportunities with Google are just
like
ticked off. That's all good.
One less. Yeah, so that's crazy. I'm hopeful. I try to take a positive stance. I'm like, maybe it'll get better. But at the moment, it's a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the latency thing, that, like, everyone saw that a mile away.
Yeah. Especially, and now Amazon's like, well, if they didn't do well, we're going to crush them.
Yeah, we're going to
hop in and save the day. We'll see.
Because it's not an infrastructure problem.
Right. It's funny that they announced it so soon after the launch, too. I mean, I don't know if that's a last-minute thing where they're like, hey, they messed that up. This is our chance to shine. Or if it's something that they've had planned all along since they announced Stadia.
Amazon Fire?
Amazon Fire. Well, that's a tablet.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Well, moving on, Baby Yoda has taken the internet
storm. Yeah, Baby Yoda!
I know. It's not gaming related, but I just had to, because look at that little cutie. It's just been me all week, like scrolling through any new photos, right? Because I haven't watched The Mandalorian.
I've watched it.
Which is terrible because now I have
couldn't wait for
ample
you.
reason to watch it. What?
I couldn't wait for you to watch it.
That's okay.
You've been so busy. I was
I've
like,
been really busy working on the show. But yeah, so you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's super good. Like everything about it. It feels very Star Wars to me. So I'm into it.
As it should be.
Like, well, obviously, but in the first episode, there's not one but two grimy cantinas that they go to, which I'm all about, and the whole Mandalorian thing. And plus, I really like Pedro Pascal.
I do like him.
Pedro Pascal, yeah, he's
Pedro.
Awesome.
Yeah, and wasn't there some controversy that he said something he wasn't supposed to? Or he said,
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm very happy that that's doing so well because I mean it's not only a good reason to get Disney Plus, but it's also a good reason to see Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Which is what I want to say. Yeah, the baby.
Okay.
Does anyone watch? This is not a swear word. Okay, do not. Okay, we're gonna get a swear jar. That's happening next episode. But yeah, Schitt's Creek.
Yeah,
I'm not swearing. It's not spelled the way you think it's spelled.
You did a swear.
I did not do. It does not count. Does it count?
Yeah, no,
I don't think it does. But anyways, that show. That's where the baby reference comes from. Speaking of babies, Baby Yoda. So we just had to say that because we just wanted his beautiful face on our screen for just one more time. Can't get enough of him.
You can just keep him up on the monitor. Perfect.
We can't.
This is the rest of the show.
It's very soothing.
The rest of the show.
I feel relaxed. I feel at peace. I feel motherly.
Yeah.
It's all perfect.
If you watch the show, you'll know he's 50.
Right.
No, he's actually 50.
He's actually old. I know.
No, yeah, he's actually
I read
50.
That, yeah.
And he's like he's with the Mandalorian, and he's like Mandalorian's doing a bunch of fighting. I like to think he's just like a bloodthirsty baby. He's like, yes, kill them. Anyway, sorry, I went off.
Yes, no, this is
My
good.
bad.
This is
Sorry.
entertainment.
I blacked out. What happened?
Kyle, you're doing great. So we already talked Jedi Fallen Order a little bit.
Yeah.
We touched on that a ton last episode.
Yes.
So if you guys want to see, now I know there's a bit of people were reaching out to me like asking where does this whole VOD, once it's aired, where does it go? It goes to my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are watching right now, it's youtube.com/NaomiKyle. And you could go there and watch
the YouTube people.
You can go there and watch the whole episode in its entirety. And we're also going to do clip outs, and it's going to be a whole thing.
It's going to be so fancy.
So, yes. Remember, we're only on the second episode here.
Episode 2.
Now, the Game Award nominees for Game of the Year. This was a bit of a controversy in that people were like, well, there was two things that popped up. It was, why is Jedi Fallen Order not on there?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was too late. Apparently, they have an opportunity to
came out in 2019.
Be considered for next year.
Not eligible for 2019.
No. Well, there's like they said, there's it starts so actually some 2018 games obviously have made the list. So it's not going to happen. Jedi Fallen Order is going to be considered for next year. The problem is that by the time next year happens, there's going to be so many other titles that will eventually kick Fallen Order off the list.
It's gonna be so hard to contend with like the shiny, fresh, new thing.
Of course.
At that point, it'll have literally been out for a year, so it's gonna be like, how can it even compete?
Right. I mean, my trust in the system, the hopefulness that I have is that I'm hoping the judges have that list, of games that they're tracking and will seriously consider it for next year. It's only fair.
It's a sticky situation because it's like, if it doesn't win, they're going to be like, well, it's because it came out last year and it can't contend with the shiny new things. If it does win, then people will be like, only reason it won is because there was controversy last year, blah, blah, blah. So it's like they're kind of screwed.
It's also the popularity element to all these award shows. You can't mention an award show and not mention the fact that, popularity has a huge, it plays a huge role in getting these titles on the list in the first place.
Yeah.
Which, to speak to that, Death Stranding is on the list, and it was not well received. I mean, it was in some corners of the world, but it was very polarized. And so for me, it seems a little tough to say, well, is it truly justified, or is it just because it's popular? Why is it on that list?
I totally understand the aspect of, like, having a popular game win, but like sometimes, anyway.
Do speak your mind.
I don't know.
This is the time to do it.
It always feels like, okay, the most popular game's going to win because then when they post it on social or the news gets out, it's going to get the most traction. It's like, well, that game's got the most reach, so guess which one's going to win? And I don't know. I think a game that's gameplay has been as poorly received as Death Stranding, or maybe it's just my weak American brain, like Kojima seems to think. But
take it back to the last week's story.
Bring it back.
Somebody in chat said, what's their criteria? That's a really good question, and I don't think that's public information.
I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know what the criteria is, but it feels to me, what?
Sales. Yeah.
Sales. Yeah, it feels
sales.
to me a lot of it's based on popularity, but we don't have no way of knowing. Is it, it's not really judged off. It's through a judges panel. It's not public. It's not People's Choice Awards, So, yeah, there's discussion about what the criteria is and why these were the games chosen. I do agree that Smash should be on that list, though.
I do like that.
Smash is a great game. And really crushed it.
I do like that Death Stranding's trying to do something new and different.
Yes.
And we're at that camera right now. Yeah. It's trying to do something different, Like, I don't want to punish something for that, but man.
Creatively, yes. I agree that, but again, that all relies on, not knowing the criteria.
Yeah.
And we don't have that information.
What are we talking about next? Are we talking about the changes to League of Legends or Half-Life?
We can do that. I would love to. Personally, not, I don't play a lot of WoW, but I know that you've been playing.
Not even the right game.
I said LOL. I meant LOL.
Yeah. I don't play a lot of WoW.
This
cool.
is my work brain just failing me.
Yeah, cool.
But yes.
They changed the map. They changed the way the dragons work.
And how do you feel about it?
It's cool. I think it's going to make for really interesting professional gameplay.
When you played it, how did it?
It feels good.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to understand how all the dragons work more in depth. If only we had a League of Legends expert in the studio.
We have one in-house.
Right over there.
Yes. She's going to be on the show.
I just figured that was worth touching on. So the next one is Half-Life Alyx?
Yeah, so that was a surprise.
Yeah,
Half-Life's oh yeah, so first of all, Valve came out of nowhere with this announcement.
They still make games.
They still make games. That was a shocker to me. I thought, for sure Steam would be their thing for the rest of humanity's time on Earth.
Yeah.
But no, they came out. It's a VR game, which is very interesting to me. I have had good and bad experiences with VR, and this is a 13-hour experience if, IGN's report is to be true, to be believed.
Do we believe them?
True. I think we do.
Yeah, I believe them. I like those people.
So 13 hours. I don't know. It's a little tough. We also don't get to see Alex, in the game because you're just playing in VR. You're Alex. You're playing the character.
Maybe if you run by a
character.
mirror.
Sorry?
Maybe if you run by a mirror, you'll see
Well, that's what I'm kind of hoping. Do we have? I don't know if there's that's in the B-roll or in the trailer that they revealed.
I wonder
what
how
are
many.
your thoughts on that? Were you a huge Half-Life?
I wasn't a huge
fan?
Half-Life
Did you play
fan.
The games?
No,
okay.
no. Well, not that it. I'm like not a fan of it. I just didn't play it very much. I played it in passing. More of a Portal fan, but I'd be. Yeah, I love Portal. I'd be interested to see how it goes and like how much of it is shooting versus puzzle platforming and all that stuff. I didn't watch the entire trailer, but I liked. There was some good comedy and humor in there, so that was pretty good.
Classic of Valve. I mean, they would be. Yeah, they have to include that in the game just because I think it'll make it. Because it is the character. It's a very story-heavy game.
Yeah.
And you want to get to know them. And now you're actually playing Alex, who we've never really had a chance to play before.
Yeah, that was the scene that made me laugh. He goes, oh, here's a gun. Throws it. It's not loaded. It lands and fires. He's like, now it's not loaded. That made me laugh. That was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. I think we did get to play her, though, in Half-Life 2 episodes. I think we did get to play her.
I don't remember. It's been 15 years.
I think there's like a section of the game. Yeah, I know.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
It seems out of nowhere. And I feel like this might be a precursor to
Half-Life 3?
Finally getting Episode 3. Yeah, Half-Life 3.
Oh, man. I don't even want to talk about that. That's such a meme.
With the internet break at that point?
That is such a meme. It's like getting Skate 3, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or Portal 3.
Never going to happen.
Or
anything 3 Valve related.
Left 4 Dead 3.
Valve always just stops at 2.
They can only count to 2.
Deal?
That's it. That's it. That's all of it.
2.5, and then they're like, we're done.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm hopeful. I think it would be really cool to start this, conversation, get people back into the world of Half-Life 3 or Half-Life period, and then get a real, build of a game that blows everyone's minds. Kind of like Portal 2 did, that was such a huge, they did so great on that title. Like, that's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I mean, strong contender. Yeah, definitely up there.
Because they started with a small Portal, and then it was like a big, massive game, and they did
Monster
so great.
Portal.
So it's like, I really do want to see Valve go back into that developing gaming world.
But Steam is so profitable for them.
I know, that's the other thing.
They make so much money off Steam, and
they can keep doing that for all we know for eternity, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, until the end of time.
They were a game dev first, which we always are hopeful because their games are so iconic.
I suppose they have Artifact, and then they had what's Underlords, I think is the name of their their auto chess game. I'm not into the auto chess genre,
okay.
though.
But you are into LOL.
I do like League of Legends.
WoW.
I tried TFT and not World of Warcraft so much anymore, but
now it's actually Jedi Fallen Order.
really liking that.
And some Rocket League.
Apex and some Rocket League. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Portal 2 is a great title, says Johnny Digital. Thank you.
We've met him.
Half-Life 3? Isn't this Half-Life 3? No. So, as explained in the report earlier,
it's a prequel.
In the news report, it's a prequel. Yes, it's basically the story between Half-Life 1 and 2.
Oh, isn't it before one?
No.
Oh, yeah, you would know. So never mind.
Prequel. It's like in between. It's connecting the dots essentially, which is why I think they could have gone the route of like having this be an extension to the story that we finished off with. I don't know. But let's touch on Pokemon Sword and Shield.
I don't know much about that other than the fact that there was a bunch. It's doing great, and there was a bunch of controversy around it.
Yes.
A lot of people were really mad and were going to boycott it, and then it sold 6 million units in 3 days or something like that.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
One of the best sold titles on the Switch.
It's just goes to show, just because you're loud on Twitter does not mean you're impacting the real world.
That is true. What do you think of Pokemon overall? It's not really your type of game.
No, I actually really like Pokemon as like a, I played a lot of it.
Eevee.
Yes.
Didn't like it.
No, I weren't feeling it.
Wasn't feeling it.
I played it up until the point where I could load in all my Pokemon from Pokemon Go, and then stopped.
Stopped.
Yeah, I was like, cool, I did it. Yeah, Squirtle is the best.
Squirtle's totally the best.
Yeah, Squirtle
the best that ever was.
Yep, yeah. So Naomi and I, when we were playing Pokemon Go, my goal was catch a Squirtle, catch a Charizard, and then I got that and I was done. That's all I did, literally all I did.
And they were like, cool, moving on to another game. Used to play Pokemon back in the red and yellow days.
Same.
Mastermind.
That's when I played a lot of it.
We do want to get to some audience questions. We have 5 minutes before we bring on our awesome guest. But yeah, so I asked some questions, so it's really cool if you guys follow Caffeine on Instagram. I did a shout out. I said, hey, what kind of stories do you guys want to see? And then there was another thing that I also posted about. What was it? What do you think of Google Stadia? So I have some printed out responses here. We're going to read a few out loud. We've got Luke the Moose. I know no one is interested in it. It's not really a thing. This is talking about Google Stadia. It's not really a thing over here in the UK as far as I can tell. Interesting fact. Not cool in the, I guess so it's very, I mean, a lot of gaming is centered around the States.
Yeah.
At least the gaming world that we're from.
We're getting some good questions on here too.
Yeah,
if you want to incorporate that.
Definitely.
Super Avoidance asks, what's your games of the year? Apex came out this year, right?
Yes.
This year has been the longest year ever.
I'm so, yes. Like, ask me what day it is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's Friday.
I don't know.
It's Friday. It's Friday, right?
No, yes. Yes, we're Friday. But that's interesting. So, and then we have Luigi's Mansion 3 on my list. So what's on your list? Apex?
Apex, obviously Jedi Fallen Order. Those would probably be my 2 that I really like.
Good.
When the heck did God of War
Jedi
come out?
Fallen
Last
Order's
year.
on mine too.
Last year, yeah.
Last year?
Was God of War. No, I'm just kind of talking it through. Yeah, it would be those 2 for sure. Those games are
What are
just
your
incredible.
games of the year, guys, or your favorite game so far? Did any of them get nominated for the Game Awards?
What do you guys think about Injustice 3 if you're into fighting games? Love NetherRealm.
I love that game.
I love NetherRealm Studio.
I finished Injustice 3.
Well, he's asking 3. You played 2.
Oh, I finished the story in 2?
Yeah. I don't know anything about it, but I imagine it's coming. And did you just go, time?
Time.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, Control apparently was really good, but I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either, but now I'm very much interested in playing it because that's the only title that I really haven't had an experience with that was nominated. So Control was pretty good. That's good. Modern Warfare is mine. That's a good one. Mastermind. But back to some Instagram shout outs here. We've got Alex23TI says, good idea, but not the right time for it, for Google Stadia.
Yeah.
I feel like it was rushed. I feel like they should have developed it a little bit more.
There's a Johnny Business. He's like, let's get into the gaming.
Let's just do it fast
Let's
and
just
hard.
put it out, put it on the internet. I have Google Fiber.
That's so funny. So it's bad due to data use and not servers. This is John_Awakens who says that. Trying to read what other...
Johnny Business, you like that, Shaheen? Yeah. That's my joke. I've said that. Naomi's heard me say that so many times.
It's a good Kyle quote.
Kyleism.
Kyleism.
Yeah.
Anomalous says, I'm excited for what it will bring to the gaming ecosystem, yet I don't believe the world was ready for it.
Yeah.
A lot of that in the discussion here. So that's interesting. Thanks for your responses on Caffeine's Instagram. You can go to instagram.com/caffeine. Yeah, perfect. Nailed it. Yeah, we hope. So there was also a question that I put out there, like, what do you guys want me to discuss? We actually covered pretty much everything that people said, except for PlayStation VR kind of touched on that in some ways. Yeah, that was pretty much it. There's a new game engine, or like the new generation of consoles probably.
Yeah.
Witcher series from Netflix and the last season of Vikings. Well, we don't really talk about TV shows, but I like where you're headed because The Witcher is a video game.
Yeah.
But they're basing it primarily on the books, I think. It's not going to be pulled from the game. But still a good question, or good suggestion. Orny Valentini said that. Orny Valentini.
Perfect.
Perfect. Death Stranding, Pokemon Sword and Shield, we touched on that. Yeah, pretty much everything. Oh my God, we are good. Well, thanks everybody who responded on Instagram. We are super stoked to have you guys be engaging with the show. We want to make this interactive. We want to have you guys participating. Let me read one more comment here. Halo Reach is coming to the Master Chief Collection on December 3rd. There you go. That's something we didn't cover. Now we just did. Just like that. Cool. All right, so next up, thank you, Kyle, for our discussion portion. You were really funny.
I did it. No.
You did awesome.
No. All right,
you were.
appreciate it.
Everyone was laughing here.
Everyone, yeah, I saw everyone.
In my soul.
The audience, all 400 people in the audience, the 6 million people watching.
6 million people watching on Caffeine. Later Ninja Sucks, who's heading out.
It's the Ninja Sucks, but that's just what I wonder.
I'm sorry, that's his handle. Okay, the Ninja Sucks. I should specify that because I don't think Ninja sucks.
Ninja's great.
Ninja's great. But yeah, now we're going to move on to a quick break, of course. We're going to the Everybody Games segment where we have our wonderful guest, Amelie May, who's in studio right now. She's going to be joining us in just a second. So come right back and enjoy this quick look.
Omi Valentini was actually in chat right now.
There you go. Thanks, Omi.
Sorry.
All right, let's go to the quick break.